It's no secret that Square can be a bit hard-headed at times. At this point, we've got almost a whole video series going on with what Square's doing with NFTs. And unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to be slowing down anytime soon. Unfortunately. As they are still pushing ahead with plans despite the massive backlash. And you're gonna want to hit that subscribe button because we are so close to 90k. I can basically taste it. So if you enjoy these videos, be sure to help push us over the edge. And in today's news, Square has announced they'll become part of Oasis Blockchain, a company that claims to be building an environmentally friendly proof-of-stake blockchain. Again, one of the common criticisms of blockchain technology is just how bad for the environment this stuff really is. This company, however, claims that theirs is environmentally friendly. The biggest question that gamers still have is, how will this impact my games? Well, you can definitely expect that they'll be putting out NFT games, with Square Enix saying that they're exploring, quote, the feasibility of harnessing user contributions and development of new games on the Oasis blockchain. To put this simply, you'll be making content in these games. This content will then be turned into an NFT. Those NFTs can then be exchanged with other users for real-world currency. From there, they would be taking a cut from those exchanges. This is what's being called a play-to-earn model, because as you play, you hypothetically earn money. Remember when people used to play games to have fun? Well, now they want to turn that into another soulless grind for cash. But now these companies realize instead of themselves soullessly grinding for cash, they could make you do it by predatorily selling you the idea that you can become rich by playing a game they created, when in reality only a very top % of players are ever going to earn anything from playing these games. And I think when you consider the very recent Cloud Strife NFT controversy, it's really only a matter of time before a Final Fantasy NFT game drops. Tempting though it may be for many of you to play anything labeled Final Fantasy, I cannot stress enough that when that moment comes, you should avoid it at all costs. This is the only way to teach them a lesson, because apparently the vast majority of us collectively saying that we don't want this multiple times over, and in multiple ways, with the company being completely blasted on Twitter, YouTube, and other social media platforms, still continuously pushing this. It's incredibly infuriating. But of course, they're not just going to stop because of social media backlash. They're only going to actually stop when they produce these games and they don't make any money. As I always say, if Konami is doing it, you sure as hell shouldn't be. And that's not all for JRPG news today. A few months back, it was announced that Persona and Shin Megami Tensei composer Shoji Meguro would be leaving his full-time position at Atlus. Well, today it's been revealed that he is working on a brand new game, and not just as a composer, but apparently as the project's lead. The game is called Guns Undarkness, a very JRPG name. Kinda has some Infinite Undiscovery vibes to it, and it's a turn-based tactical JRPG inspired by Persona and Metal Gear Solid. Two things that naturally go together, of course. And it also features, quote, a relationship system that boosts the protagonist as you grow closer with your teammates. The game takes place in the year 2045, and according to the developers, focuses on a social divide between the rich and the poor, haves and have-nots. All of this transpiring in the middle of a worldwide nuclear war. Meguro talks a little bit about the true theme behind the game, with him saying, quote, I believe that true love equals God, and if the human race can come to understand true love, then it will undergo a revolution, and problems like discrimination and poverty will fade away. But since no human is capable of becoming a god, no one may ever really come to understand what true love is. The game's story will focus on Sophia and the protagonist, as they fight to revolutionize the human race and move closer to the concepts of true love. The game currently has a pledge goal of around $29,000, with, as of the recording of this video, him already raising $13,000, and by the time I edit this video, that number will probably be even higher. And if you'd like to support Meguro, there will be a link in the description below to the game's Kickstarter. Shout out to patron Slans and the rest of the Ultima community.